Hi, I'm Mark Scherer. I'm the CEO and founder of Encompass Life and the host of the Encompassing Life Podcast. And today we have Joelle Joseph said said
Sayed.
Said on on the show. And Joelle is the CEO and founder, excuse me, the CEO and founder of Seed, and it is a oil-based skincare lotion oil that is made from all natural ingredients, and her products only have one ingredient in them, which I find really fascinating because I was going like, how are you doing that? And she cold presses everything, even the fruit of a dragon seed. So she has this little bitty tiny little cold pressing machine for these little no. Okay.
Passion fruit. Passion
Passion,
fruit,
yeah,
Mark.
passion fruit. Excuse me. Passion fruit. So anyway, Joelle, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So you were mentioning that you had a passion for getting into this, and that's just something that drove you. I like to find out what's having people really get into what they're doing.
Okay. Well, I worked in the beauty industry for the past 15 plus years or so,
Who
probably
did
closer to 20.
who
What's
did
that?
you work? Who did you work with?
Um, I worked with some manufacturers, some big brands.
Can you share who you?
I worked for a Korean brand called Kiss. They manufacture nails, lashes, cosmetics. They're pretty much in every Walmart, Target.
Mhm.
I've worked for some other brands that are in Walmart. And then I worked for a manufacturer that did product development for some bigger brands like Fenty, Drunk Elephant, a lot of brands that are in Sephora right now,
Huh.
today. So just after years of being in the industry and working with different chemists, and also just seeing the way that people were using culture um, to to create new products, like the explosion of Korean beauty, K beauty, and even Ayurvedic beauty, Indian based. I'm of Haitian descent, so I really wanted to come out with something that paid homage to my culture. So I did my research, and I found that Haiti was very rich in agriculture, the mangoes, the hibiscus, passion fruit, coffee, so many things. So I just kind of went with it. I wanted to create something for sensitive skin, which is why they are single ingredient. There are no fragrances. The process in extracting the oil is cold pressed. So you are getting the ultimate of the bionutrients, and that's why they're single ingredient. They're organic,
Mhm.
and they really already possess so many vitamins, antioxidants. So they don't need anything else. These
Mhm.
particular facial oils.
You have a do you put like a carrier oil? No, there's no carrier oil. It's
No. So it's not even, hibiscus infused olive oil. It's not
right.
even that. It's just cold pressed hibiscus seed oil. And
Wow.
hibiscus is actually Haiti's national flower. And it's again chock full of these natural, what we call AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids. It's naturally exfoliating. The hibiscus is known as the Botox plant. Some people call it the anti-aging flower. So that's our top selling product. So, and
Huh.
again, one ingredient.
That's awesome. I'm learning all kind of things. The Botox flower. What did they call it before Botox came out? That was a joke. That was a joke. That was
I
a joke.
that I don't know. That I don't know.
Awesome. So you've been doing this for about a year and a half, whatever, what I recall.
Yeah, so Seed, I launched Seed in June of 2023. So I'm 18 months in. I am a brand new business owner, brand new brand founder, beauty brand founder. I've always worked on the other side. Um, and now I'm really behind the brand.
And most of your sales come direct to consumer. Is that correct?
Correct. Straight from my website. A lot of word of mouth rather. um, that's how I was able to, sell out. I did little marketing, a little bit of social media, Instagram, Facebook, but
Mm,
again, I'm done with my initial bottles, small batch, and I'm ready to, step things up this year.
awesome. And are you looking for investors as well?
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Absolutely. I
absolutely.
mean, well, that's been a challenge, especially as a Black woman founder. Today federal grants are being pulled. Again, there was this influx and explosion of money specifically for people of color, women, women of color. So it's not easy to get money these days. So I have had a few angel investors. They've all been women um, that believe in me as a founder and believe in my brand.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much, I'm aside from that, I've been self-funded.
Gotcha.
So again, and this is also part of why I do small batch, um, and kind of like work at my own pace and understanding I'm building a global brand. Um, so it's not a marathon.
Gotcha. What's your trajectory for, say, this year, 3 years, 5 years?
In sales,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and exposure, I guess. I mean, exposure and sales are kind
well,
of hand in
well,
hand.
sure. So I expect that I would go from um, direct to consumer, like completely getting off of, you know, doing online sales, and being exclusively working with some hospitality brands. I would love to be in hotels and spas. I feel like that could really be my sweet spot, along with some other, high end beauty, boutiques, maybe a couple of um, high end department stores. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, and just in 5 years from now, I'm not opposed to selling if that was something that were to come up. But at the end of the day, like my why is really, my family, my son. I'm building a legacy for him,
Hmm.
and that's also why it's important for this brand to really celebrate who I am
Hmm.
and where I come from.
Gotcha. How old is it? What's your age of your son?
He'll be 12. So I
Oh,
have a middle schooler. Yeah. So I have a middle schooler. Um, I like being an entrepreneur in that sense too, where I can pick them up, I can drop them off. I make lunch, I'm planning dinner, um, going to basketball games.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
who I am. I'm a soccer mom, among other things.
Right. Gotcha. And you live up north and enjoying the cool weather up there. A little
I like my
different, little
seasons.
different than
It's not
Haiti
bad. I like my seasons.
a little different than Haiti for sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Um, I'm launching this new campaign now with Seed, Destination Self-Care, because wherever you are in the world, you are that's where you are, Destination Self-Care. And that's a big part of the brand. Taking those few moments with yourself. If you're purchasing Seed, you care about yourself. If you're spending, almost $100 on a bottle of facial oil, you're a person that escapes. You make a nice amount of money. You like
Mm.
to feel good and look good. So I feel like wherever there are palm trees, that's where Seed is, and again, that, Haiti is a beautiful
Do
place. And
do you have a product handy with you?
so I do actually have my box right here.
Oh, awesome.
So this is my organic mango seed oil. So it features a painting by a Haitian artist named Jean Louises. I actually worked with Vassar College. They have a nonprofit called the Vassar Haiti Project, where they work with Haitian artisans back in Haiti. They work to sell art and help to fund clinics, schools, water
Okay.
purification, etc. So, I do have like a give back element as well because, Haiti is a third world country.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
as it's a beautiful island. It's a revolutionary place. going down in history as a first free Black republic. Um, it's got its issues,
Mm,
but part of my brand is to also show the world, that it is a beautiful place.
gotcha.
So,
Can you pull it? Can you pull it out of the
so
package?
I don't have, okay, so this is actually my bottle right here. This is an empty bottle,
Uh-huh. Nice.
but it's glass.
Yeah, yeah.
It's double barrel. Um, and again, like, right, if I could show you an older bottle, which I don't have in front of me, but if you just go to seedskin.com, you can, see the product, or even, I'm sorry, my Instagram, because I'm rebranding. I'm in a phase of rebranding. It's about destination self-care right now.
Gotcha.
But if you go on my Instagram, which is just at SEDSKIN, you'll see some of the older packaging. I had labels on the bottles. Now I'm having, the bottles printed on. So I am elevating. I am growing. And again, at a my own pace.
Gotcha. How? What's the viscosity of it? Is it really thick or?
It's actually lightweight. They're
Huh?
lightweight oils. They absorb quickly. They are not greasy at all. So I'm just right now wearing mango seed oil, and that's it. That's pretty much what I do. Simplified skincare is, part of the lifestyle that Seed subscribes to. And, it's just, I'm out again, I am a soccer mom. Like, I don't have time for, the 10-step routines that I,
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
used to do
Well, I mean,
back in the
so if
day.
you're looking at $90 a bottle for something, or if you're looking at buying 15 different products, you know,
It's up to you. Or maybe you have a whole, I'm a product junkie. I use other things. Sometimes I might use a serum that I love from Glow Recipe, or another brand that I support. Um, but you don't need those things.
right?
At this point, I'm at a point where I'm comfortable, not, knowing that I don't need all of those things. So this works
Gotcha,
for me. It
gotcha,
works for me.
gotcha. So the who I guess your perfect client is somebody who cares about themselves, cares about has disposable income to play with as well.
She, and it's mostly a she, just because I do collect data. Sweet spot between 35 and 75. I like to say that the brand is ageless because my 97-year-old grandmother uses the passion fruit seed oil. My 71-year-old mother cannot live without her hibiscus seed oil. I'm wearing the mango seed oil now. I'm 44. So, you do have to, if you're spending that amount of money, it's probably like not even a guilty pleasure, but you're just treating yourself,
Right, right,
so somebody who doesn't mind the splurge, somebody who loves to travel, um selfishly, she's me. We probably hang out, you
right,
know
right.
go
Awesome.
out to dinner.
Gotcha. So do you so what's the best way for people to get in touch with your to order your product?
So right now I am at seedskin.com. I'm
See,
taking pre-orders. It's SEDSKIN.com. I am taking pre-orders for the hibiscus seed oil right now. I'm really excited because I have new formulations coming down the pipeline as well.
awesome. Awesome. And I like to end our podcast with one question.
Okay.
And here it is. It's $1 million question. What do you love about life?
Creating it on my own terms. And this is new for me. I would probably answer this question differently, maybe 5 years ago, even.
Hmm.
But creating it on my own terms, um, being comfortable with adapting, pivoting. Um, you know, I am on a wellness journey. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at 29 years old. And that changed life for me. I cannot control, I don't stress over the things that I can't control.
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
But at the same time, I can work towards creating, whatever life I want it to be, and being able to manage it on my own terms.
Gotcha. So how did you get rid of the multiple sclerosis? I guess I'm asking another question, but
I don't know, Mark. I
like all of a sudden it just healed itself?
You know what? No, this is a lifelong chronic disease that affects the neurological system. One day I started feeling numbness in my face. I guess almost like what a like stroke like symptoms
Mm.
may feel like. It got really bad, and I ended up, going to get it checked out. It's one of those things you can't ignore.
Mm.
It's not like a headache,
Right,
I have a headache, which could also lead to many things. But at 29 years old, feeling like I'm invincible, climbing up the corporate ladder, recently buying my first home, and then boom, it hits me.
right.
And that has also caused me to slow down
And
and
everything.
like not be so caught up in the rat race and keeping up with the Joneses. And that's why I go back to creating, you know, the life that I want for myself.
Mm.
It's not about, anybody else. Everyone has like different circumstances.
Yeah,
So that very much kind of has dictated my life since then.
yeah. I was doing things to prove how good I was, or all that stuff for a long time too, and hated what I was doing, hated my life. I had some really bad health issues and all kind of things, and that's when I got out of doing that, and I started doing, you know, realized life's more about acquiring things, and it's really about, for me, it was like, what do I really, really love doing, and if I don't love doing it, then no, no,
Absolutely.
yeah, and
It's got to make you happy. And, building this brand right now, it makes me happy. You
awesome,
know, helping other brands, consulting for other brands, that makes me happy. Raising my kid, being present, that makes me happy.
awesome,
Taking naps makes me happy. you know,
awesome,
the little things.
yeah. Well, Joelle, it's great to have you on the show, and I wish you continued success in your business, and may Seeds become a global brand and fulfill all your dreams, and have people get back to the basics of life, which really was really healthy for them to put on their skin.
Absolutely. It's definitely part of, skincare is part of healthcare. Skin is your largest organ.
Yep,
Most
the
people don't
third
think about it
the,
that
the,
way,
the
but
third kidney. I mean, for real, it's how it filters out. It removes toxins out of your system just like your kidneys do. When people sweat, it's getting all the toxins out. But yeah, it's been
absolutely.
referred to as a third kidney as well.
Don't neglect your skincare routine.
Yep,
But thank you for having me again, Mark.
you're welcome. Great smile too, Joelle.
Thank
Great
you.
smile. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mark.
Welcome. Blessings.
Likewise.